to describe. I'm in between, I'm good and it's fine, but I'm tired of the grind. Then I come alive in the night to realize I'm in the middle of the time of my life. I'm never so packed for the stack, never lied on the rap. Got a bag from the way that I write it. Queen looking Tyson, through that I survived, doing 80 to the house. Then I hit into the sky, changed haters on a tirade. Talking to their grip in the face, be still, let that hate stuff fade. We all want the same, we all want a meal in the safe. I wanna live like I'm trying to reach enlightenment. Trail spill from my lips, feel big from the bib. Take a sip till I pass out. Try and get grit, but it don't make sense, cause you can lose life on this fast route. Yeah, turn thoughts to a cash cow. I might flip that to the glass house. I don't need the accolades, I'm in love with the chase. I just wanna eat, save a spot at the table. Beast with the slap, pin myself on the map. You long with the wind, but we knowing that it's cap. 5-hour flights, couple nights at the flat. To be real, couldn't see me making moves while I'm at. I'm still on the grind, limit time when I chat. I'm burning down sage, keep the demons away. When I write it, give a piece of myself to the page. I don't do it for the praise, love, that's just how I'm made.
See the truth in the glass in the mirror.
Yeah.
Do it at me, old man, tryna pass in the fear. You're the first one to talk, but the last one to hear. Eyes blurry, but I couldn't see that, and he cleared down. Start to feel like I'm on one. Settle in, I'll be here for the long run. I'm a slave for the cash, got snakes in the grass, no brakes on the ad, but it's all fun. We done seen it all, heard it all. Heard enough, give me space before I murder y'all. 10 bad here, I'ma curve them all. 12 missed calls, and I still made a curtain call. Here to light it up, lighten up. Hear him talking, they ain't right enough, tighten up. Everything that I came for, I left with. I don't bang sets, I just bang on the set list. Going past supper when I came for the breakfast. Put me in your prayers, I might put you on the guest list. Young, to me reckless. Gold in my soul, got the same on my necklace.
Light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up. Well, well. Oh, light it up, light it up. Ah, light it up, light it up. Well, well.
Yeah, I don't think they know that's my word. I don't think they know that's my word. Yeah, that's my, hold up.
Big on the set, what they said, play. So I skip straight ahead to the bread part. Top out, I'm cool on the chick check. With the kid, know I got the gift pack. Big on the set, what they said, play. So I skip straight ahead to the bread part. Top out, I'm cool on the chick check. With the kid, know I got the gift pack.
Keep it real with you, I've been in the field in position. Look, hey, I've been chill, you can tell by how I feel when you with me. Look, wave, tell me, can you slide for a real one?
Slide for me, slide for me.
Can you slide for a real one?
Can you slide for me, slide for me?
Can you slide for a real one? Can you slide for a real one?
Can't tell me nothing, I'm flexing, stunting. Eating all my veggies in my pocket, half an onion. And that pack smell like a Funyun. Trump be beating, shit be humming. You can hear me round the corner before you ever see me coming. And they know just how we coming. Pants drumming, she gon' bust it open way before I finish thumbing. I can put you on some paper, proper play and teach you something. Got my stones on Himalaya, no I'm not your sucker ducking. Ain't no need for that discussion, bluffing with the game. About to build a couple million, came with nothing but my name. I'ma twist it, flip it, stick it like a bop it. Tell them stop it, all them haters out of pocket. Let me plug it like a socket, baby. Big on the set, what they said, part. So I skip straight ahead to the bread part. Topped out, I'm cool on the chick check. With the kid, know I got the gift pack. Big on the set, what they said, part. So I skip straight ahead to the bread part. Topped out, I'm cool on the chick check. With the kid, know I got the gift pack.
Wave, tell me, can you slide for a real one?
Slide for me, slide for me.
Can you slide for a real one?
Can you slide for me, slide for me?
Can you slide for a real one? Can you slide for baby, say I make her nervous. Maybe cause I'm real on the surface. Maybe cause I'm 10 down where the turf is. Don't get lost in those facades on the guys. You know ain't nobody perfect. I just put the work in, I know what my worth is. I'm living lavish, I'm flossing, bossing a bag and I'm cash off the passion. Out here with my niggas, AB to the casket. We reckless, stay in your lane. I'm on gas till somebody cut the brakes. Cutting off these haters in the heads of the snakes. You're spinning the plan, but you catching on late. And she just sent the emoji, say she wetter than a lake. So I better not flake, take a break, say word. Hit me when you through with that, then we can shift again, my schedule been clear. These niggas see me, they mad like I'm one of their peers. I put that on Sita, so I'm sure it's abundantly clear. I'm hella big on the set, what I said. Eyes low off the legal and the red whip. Put the leg room in the roof gone. Man, I came a long way from them deals off the Groupon, right?
Big on the stairs, what they said part. So I skip straight ahead to the bread part. Top out, I'm cool on the chick chat. Fuck with the kid, know I got the gift back. Big on the stairs, what they said part. So I skip straight ahead to the bread part. Top out, I'm cool on the chick chat. Fuck with the kid, know I got the gift back.
Keep it real with you, I've been in a fielding position. Yeah, yeah. I've been trail, you can tell by how I feel when you with me. Yeah. Tell me, can you slide for me? Can you slide for it once? Yeah. Tell me, can you slide for it once? Yeah.
The original man.
You off, you left me out for dead. Ever since I was a teen, had prices on my head. Had to cut you off, you left me out for dead. They do what I do, I'm like Simon Says. Just picked up some bands, come again. They do what I do, I'm like Simon Says. Yeah, I'm the running man, rapping rubber bands. They do what I do, I'm like Simon Says. Just picked up some bands, come again. They do what I do, I'm like Simon Says. Yeah, I'm the running man.
Don't feel right. I still wanna party with her. Oh yeah. Even when it don't feel right. You know I'ma party with her. We be chillin' on through Wednesday, slept until it's Thursday. She don't wanna leave me, not just yet. Told me all about last Friday when she went all crazy. Didn't go to bed till Saturday. I don't wanna go without, so I asked her to stay. Though she broke my heart in a million ways, but I'm putting that aside now. I'ma feel alright now, happy just as long as she's with me. I've been trying my luck every day of the week, yeah. With my baby, what's up? Always down every weekend. No, I love her too much, but I just can't get enough.
Everybody smoking all the greenery. Close the match 'cause they were handed down to me. But I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Pills to make the man, but that poison's gonna chew you from the inside out. So right now, say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time to ride it out. It's your time. Oh, cheers to all the haters, 'cause you proved to me that rising to the top was my destiny. And you can see whatever from behind me, but I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Clothes to make the man, but that poison's gonna chew you from the inside out. It's time to say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time to ride it out. It's your time. Oh, if you're on the bus, say yeah. If you're on the train, say yeah. If you gotta walk, say yeah. Everybody's going somewhere. Young or old, I really don't care. Life has never really been fair. So put your fist up in the air. Say yeah. I'm young, I'm free.
Good morning, everybody. Hope you are doing well. Hope y'all are doing good, man. Welcome again. Like it or not, it's about to go down, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Rebecca Lazar is in the building. Benjamin Dixon is in the building. David is in the building. Happy belated birthday, David. We all over the place this morning. Good morning, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. Like it or not, it's coming up next. Good morning, y'all.
It's my time to ride it out. It's your time. Oh.
Here's a throwback jam for y'all that's been rocking with us for the longest. I think y'all appreciate this one. Happy Pride Month, too. Yeah. Y'all know what time it is. Good morning, y'all. Get your coffee, your tea, drink whatever it is you need. It's time for Like It or Not, y'all. 9 a.m. to 10:30, yeah. Like It or Not is on your channel, yeah. Politics and culture each week, change skin like we supposed to, yeah. Interviews and all the news, we get to choose what gets the views. Like It or Not with Queen Azor, get started now, so stick around. Like it or not, it's going down. It's coming through. You know she got a good story for you. Oh, Benjamin, that's my dog. This is his show. He's a politics bro. I am your DJ exclusive. Y'all know who I am. I stay dropping them jams. Like it or not, it's going down. Like it or not, y'all stick around. Oh, like it or not, it's starting now. Like it or not, it's about to go down.
That was your throwback jam this Saturday morning, man. That was when I was in my songwriting bag, and I used to get to it all the time. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Let me speak to everybody in the chat before we get officially started this morning. Play the next song queued up here. Playing all the throwback jams this morning. Let's see who we got in the chat this morning. B, good morning. B, Laney, Lou, Nat, A, Brian, West, good morning. Brian says, Bubba, you gotta make a new song. It's time. Brian, leave me alone. Get to it. When I get to it, I gotta get the inspiration. What's my motivation when I make a new song? Shout out to Brian West, man. Close 22, good morning. Neon Dev, good morning. Al Booger, what's going on? Greg Larson, Troop Dragon, good morning to you. Charlie, hey Charlie. Struth, welcome Struth. I love you, mean it, miss you. And wake up, I'm here now, okay? Perry Anderson, good morning. True Dragon, big bubbly bubble. I know, right? Tyler Hackner, what's going on? Juanita, good morning. Hollywood 2000, good morning to you. Donna White, what's going on? Donna White says, morning, Black Panther Party. Stay safe and hydrated. I hear you on that because it's hot. It's hot. It's hell. Literally. Bake Ryman Zeta, good morning, Cam. I love you, Bake Ryman. I love you so much. Jerry McLean, good morning. J.N. Lee, good morning to you. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Pendulous Dragon, good morning. Jason AFC 83, good morning to you. Mary C. the Purple Dragon, good morning. Ryan Foreman, Meat Cakes, Yogi Pretzel, all the OGs is here. It's good to see y'all. Good morning. Tony Rizzo, good morning. Tanya Gibbon Leaf, good morning. Grand Rising watch from Hoover, Alabama. Okay. Good morning, Alabama. I'll be there actually in a few hours because I got to go to Open Light to the DJFM reunion. So I'll be in your neck of the woods. Good morning to you. Fatal Flaw Dragon, good morning. And hey, StreamYard girl, how you doing? It popped up at the very top of the thing. So good morning, y'all. Love y'all, mean it. Woo. There's a lot of y'all here today. Good God Almighty. Benjamin Dixon in the chat. What's going on, Benjamin Dixon? Stephen Weeks, good morning as well, too. And good morning, Mom and Daddy. I know they're streaming as well, too. Mama's trying to send me stuff in the chat. And my text message like, woman, watch the damn show. Well, shoot. But good morning, everybody, man. I hope y'all are doing good this Saturday. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. We about to get this thing started momentarily. But before we do, on Beard Bunny Chronicles, I asked for everyone to share their coming out stories, and a few of you did, and I appreciate that. So at the end of this song, gotta find me some good underneath music, background music. We're gonna read a couple of the coming out stories, man, and get those shared, and then I'll share mine as well too, because it's always funny when I read it. So let's see here. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good throwback. Okay, y'all like this one. Happy Pride, everybody. Like, for real. I love y'all, mean it. So, let's see here. Boom. So, here we go. David, am I loud enough, David? Am I good? The music is not too loud, is it? Okay, awesome. All right, so our first one. No, let me do this so we can. Boom. That's why I love technology now. I can just take out the doggone vocal whenever I need to. So the first story says, "Hi Bubba. So my coming out has been long and slow and like iterative. I've always been quick to come out as a figure myself. Come out as I figure myself out. When I figured out that I'm a trans woman, I told my parents after a few months on HRT. My stepmom asked me if I was just making it official, but later tried to convince me to delay bottom surgery. My father didn't speak to me for about 8 months, but then messaged me to tell me that he accepts me as a trans woman. He implied that he supports me seeking any healthcare that will make me feel more comfortable in my identity. So it's kind of huge. This is the most supportively he's responded to any of my life decisions. I've been riding on a high from that for about 5 days now." Oh, I'm not crying. You're crying. Oh, shout out to that person. I thank you so much for sharing that. That's amazing. Because sometimes, parents, they understand, but they don't. And I think growing up in our generation, it was, I won't say confusing, but it was confusing because with my generation, we didn't have a lot of technology. We just had landline phones, magazines, and my mama, magazines, and that's about it. So we came out, everything started happening at the boom of everything, where internet started coming along. It's dial up. Y'all remember the dial up? AOL little CDs that come in the mail. So we didn't have a lot. So I think parents having to navigate that, I will say it's a lot for them, but I'm glad that there are parents that understand and they listen to some of those kids. And I know that there are a lot of parents who don't. So I'm glad that this person, everything is working out. And I love to hear that. And shout out to my mom and daddy for being supportive and not throwing me under the bus and be like, well, that's not my son anymore. I don't know that man. Sorry to that man. So shout out to mom and daddy because they've always been supportive, and I appreciate y'all. Love y'all, mom and daddy. And I guess I'll share my story. So I told my mother, of course I was in college, but they always seem to know everything, to know all your business anyway. So I remember being home one time from college and we were in Lenox Mall. And I remember we were in Macy's, as a matter of fact. So I'm walking around in the mall and mama's like I always wanted to tell her something. Just like, man, I want to tell my mama, like, I kind of want to tell her right now. I'm like, what should I do? What should I say? So we're walking around and she's asking me, she's like, is something wrong? Because you want to tell me something, there's something on your mind. And I'm just like, I don't like this. What's going on? I'm like, Mom, I need to tell you something. She's like, okay. Just like, okay. She was like, if it's that you gay, I know already. I've been knowing. And that's not going to change any way that I feel. I still love you all the same. I'm like, oh, mommy, I love you too. It said, plus your daddy saw you at the gay club. I said, wait. He saw me well. I said, holy crap, he did. And the way that he saw me at the gay club is because it was one night, me and my homeboy went to the club. I think some of y'all may have heard me tell this story before. But went to the club, me and one of my friends, and I get out the car. And once I got out the car, I'm just like, I feel the spirit of my father. And I ain't talking about Jesus. I'm talking about my daddy. I'm like, I feel that he here somewhere, but I don't know. So I just happened to turn around behind me and somebody running up the hill. Daddy was down there. Had no business being down there on break because Dad used to work downtown Atlanta. So he was literally would have been 5 minutes away from where I was, probably less than that. It was a stone's throw from where I would have been. So around the time I got there would have probably been his lunch break, and Daddy down there probably smoking. That's how I would say. Daddy probably down there smoking. We'll leave it at that. So he probably saw me, but I just happened to turn around and I see some black man running up the hill. And I looked at my homeboy, I was like, I think I just saw my daddy. Like, I don't know if it was him, but you ever had that feeling? He was like, Bubba, you tripping. I said, okay. So then fast forward about a year later, that's what mama told me. He was like, yeah, your dad saw you down there. I'm like, I knew I felt that Negro's presence. But yeah, shout out to my daddy for blowing my spot up, man. You put my business out there, Papa. God dang. Right. Perry Anderson, yes. We were both trying to evade each other. It was horrible. It was hilarious, though. But shout out to mom and daddy, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for everything. Okay, I really do. But yes, it was so true, man. Because when I tell you, I don't know. I just felt he was there. And I'm just like, Daddy's somewhere here. I always play the wrong song when I play that one. See, we ain't go down this rabbit hole of music song. But yes, it was cool though. All right, y'all. We are holding on still. And while we do, I do have one other story for y'all. Ooh. Now this is the long one. We're gonna read it though. We're gonna get to it, all right? I gotta sip my drink. But before we do, Brian West should already know what's about to happen. Hey, this is I remember this track. All right, y'all. So let me read this quick coming out story, and then we'll get to the show, man. It's about that time. Rebecca Zora is in the building. Actually, I'll save this one for next time because it is a long one, and I don't want to make sure I cut anybody's story off. So we'll get to this one in a few. Rebecca is in the building. Let's get this doggone show started. David, you know what clip to roll. Good morning, everybody. Let's start this damn show. Good morning, y'all. But I wish I could rewind and get back all that money that I spent every nickel and dime. As David didn't hear me.
Doing here is not going to stop when it comes to these type of discussions. It's going to be for us and by us here on this platform when the media is telling us to look the other way. Your support is what helps us move forward. Join patreon.com/like it or not. Help us grow.
Like it or not, y'all. 2023. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for like it or not. We're about to let's start this damn show. Yes, it's time for like it or not. We're about to let's start this damn show like it or not. Rebecca Zora's in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, or real life-ish. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin, yeah, that's my man. He's always coming up with the master plan. Politics scheming, or trying to find the meaning of life. Or why the feds keeps us in strife.
I'm your DJ. I really don't need no introduction right now, but you know what? I stay dropping them jams. Y'all know who I am. Good hope, dad jokes, culture-ish, politics. What you're hearing right now was the culmination of all of this. I started out with the mic in my hand, then I graduated to a plethora of fans. I love bringing joy to the people. It makes me feel great, makes me feel regal. I do what I do for you. 8 p.m. Friday, you know how we do. Let's go.
It's time for like it or not. We're about to let's start this damn show. Yes, it's time for
Like it or not, y'all. 2023. Let's start this damn show. Let's go.
Like it or not starts now.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Why am I so close?
Settings here, and then go to the audio.
We hear you.
All right.
No, we heard you well.
Okay. Hey, woo. Go ahead again. My bad. Go ahead again.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
All right, and good morning. Welcome to Like It or Not, where we're free to tell the truth
And not care who doesn't like it.
Whew. Your girl is bald headed now.
It looked cute though.
Thank you. I cut my hair by myself.
Oh,
yeah, because when you ain't got a coin, when you ain't got a coin, you gotta go back into that bag.
Mm-hmm.
I went back to my kitchen beautician era. And that's that era when you had to do your hair back in college. You know, you had to figure it out. And I cut off my hair. I think my hair was here. Let me see. My hair was about here when I cut it, like right here.
Tragic.
And so I had to cut that portion of it
Why
off.
black women always cut their hair?
You know, when you're doing new things with your life, I don't know what that new thing that is being done in me is going to end up being, but I said I always want to be ready. I want to be in that number. So I said, all right, let's cut this hair. You know, we're 34, we're doing new things. It's given after the party.
You look younger. You look, I mean, you're young. You are young, but you look younger. It makes you look.
Oh, thank you. You know what? Let's talk about that for a second. Yeah. You know, I just wanted to discuss then, because I can see what you're reading and then I can see your facial. So anyways, before I do all that though, happy Juneteenth. I did want to give a shout out to our producer who is holding it down. Yeah. David, who is not a brother, but you know, he's an ally. He, you know, his birthday, he happens to share his birthday on the day of Juneteenth. So
June 19th, huh?
Yes, June 19th is his birthday.
That's my chairman of the deacons' birthday.
Oh, really? And shout out to your chairman of the deacons,
right,
at your church, man. And our producer David. We know David. You're white. And I know it sucks because, you know, to produce a black show and people, you know, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of hosts is like, how can that be?
Is ours.
How can that right? How can that be? How can these black people have this producer? But we do. And he's been rocking with Ben for a very, very long time. And yeah, 2015. Right. So Ben didn't drop him off. Ben had him along.
I heard he showed up. I was like, okay, hey. This is a white man who want to work for me. Hey, I far be it from me to prevent a white man from putting in a whole lot of good work for a black brother. God bless.
Right.
Yeah, right. So happy birthday. Look, cheers, David. Happy birthday. David. Love you so much. And
a white dude, man, a woke white man. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I would say woke. I don't know if I would say woke. I know that he wore Jabot jeans. In the 2000s, and I know that he probably was in white tees. I know he had Justin Timberlake.
And that's
I don't know if this is the weekend we want to talk about Justin Timberlake.
We're gonna get to that in a minute. But David ain't white, child. I'm sorry. David Puerto Rican.
Now David's from the areas where the Boricuas and the Boricuas, so I don't even know what they call the male Boricua, but where they're from. And you know, the Bronx.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he has that, but he has that Jewishness to him. You can see him, and
what in the world is
it is, man? Don't act, bro. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. If you guys,
we know that he is.
yeah, if you guys see this fly that's flying around, I've been trying to get it out of my house, but it's gonna be on the show as well.
You
So
say
if you
a
see
spider
that,
flying around?
it's a fly and it's been flying around and it just
oh.
hit me in the cheek just now. I don't know if somebody saw
I
that.
got to tell you the story about my spiders before the show's over. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Tell us, because wait, but animals are out for the summer.
Bruh, out. And when I tell you, I'm in the woods by lakes and everything,
Man.
I hate it.
I pray your strength in the Lord, Doc.
And spiders. It's so many spiders, bro.
Listen, I've gotten used to the spiders here. We have these regular brown spiders, house spiders, and I stopped killing them. I would take them back out. I'll catch them, take them back outside. That's growth for me, considering I've had
you saved their lives?
Well, then all of a sudden I started seeing all my brown spider friends just dead, dead everywhere. And I said, oh, there's a new sheriff in town. And I couldn't really tell because it was a baby one. But when I came back and checked, there were some black widows in town. That have been tearing up my brown spiders.
Oh my God!
I'm on a real kind of domesticated daddy experience this weekend. I'm drilling down that garage. We're going to clear it all the way out and gas the place. No, we're not going to gas it, but yeah,
no, blow the house up.
That's
and then there's another story, but the second one can wait. But yeah, no, I really my little brown spider friends are gone. They've just been massacred. There's a new sheriff in town.
Because there's a new sheriff in town. So let me tell you, I don't know if I told you guys how I found out this really incredible story through Google, because there was this bee. First of all, I don't know my hummingbirds, and my hummingbirds haven't been coming to their little drink section. I don't know if it's because the drink is too hot, but I've only a few been coming. But y'all, I had the bees, or not the bees, the wasps, or whatever you call them. They've been trying to create a home over my door. So I've been swatting it out. And then what was falling out of that little home, the nest, was spiders, dead spiders.
Bless the Lord.
So many of them. So imagine seeing all of them. And I just wanted to punch myself in the face. And so I said, so you're telling me, God, that a spider nest? It wasn't even like a what? You're telling me a spider nest is up there? Man, when I went to Google what to do with spider nests.
Leave.
Leave house.
Literally, look, get out the house. Don't pay. Look, already behind on people rent. Now I'm out. So no, I said, Lord, but what is this? I Googled it, and then I found out that these wasps or hornets or whatever the kind of animal that looks like those wasp people. I found out that when they create those homes and put their eggs in there, they kill those spiders and they carry them into this thing so that when those eggs hatch, they can feed. Now listen, the spiders themselves are not actually dead. They paralyze them.
Oh wow.
And they bring them in that thing. So they're just paralyzed for the rest of their life until it eats,
Wow. That's pretty
if you put something that looks like a wasp nest on your porch, you won't get a real one. Really?
Oh.
Okay.
I never knew that. Well, yes. So we live in some wow.
Yeah, because when
terrifying, Rebecca.
I'm
the house down.
I'm in where they sling mud. There's a commercial that always comes up on my television. It says, and I'm not going to give you the state, but I'll put up Lauren, Georgia. Come get your Jeep Dodge your Jeep Dodge Cherokee riding the highest mountains around here. This is where you get your Jeep. Come down right here to such and such Georgia and get your Jeep today. And I feel like they end up saying at the end, but not you.
But not you.
Let me tell you why. Because I went to this particular part of Georgia. And if you're in Georgia, you've seen this commercial on your television screen.
Yeah.
Or if you're in North Georgia. I went to this particular part of Georgia. And I went with a little girl with my sister. They kept saying, there are black figurines. And I'm like, black figurines? What are you guys talking about? There are black figurines up there. And I'm like, what? So they said, there are black figurines just sitting in a field. And I'm like, what? Black figurines are black people. They said no, they were black figurines. So when I went back to the other side to drive past, when we were coming back, they were black figurines and they were promoting work, but they were in a field or sitting.
Wait. I don't like the way
wait a minute.
I don't like where this is headed.
Sundown towns.
And they had black figurines where they were in like what?
Like working clothes. So they were promoting work. They were promoting work, and they were black figurines with construction clothes on, with like in the field. And it gave that they were trying to say, if there are any, and I'm going to say this because this is what the atmosphere was giving. It was basically giving, if there are any Hispanics looking for work kind of vibe. But they were black figurines. Like it didn't give, they were trying, and it was specific work, and they made them black people, all of them.
That's giving slavery. That's
okay. Yeah. And so I was looking, and I was like, first I thought they were lying. When we went back, I seen it. And then these are the places where you guys see me when I go apple picking, and when I go to the pumpkin pie.
You are not living a white woman's movie. Why are you going apple picking?
Because let me tell you why. In the daytime, when I go there, I know I can be seen. I know I can put my location on. I know these type of things, right? But when it's closer to like when I start seeing like, I know the sun is about to go down, I'm out of that place. I'm 2 wheels in the air and back home.
Okay.
I actually don't live too far from some of those areas. For some reason, when I go the other way and I drive into Atlanta, I just feel so stressed. The city of Atlanta stresses me out. I'm not going to lie to you. It gives me a different type of anxiety. Not only the driving, it's the atmosphere. As soon as you parked your car, you had to pay to park. There is probably no parking. So you probably parked in the spot that somebody decided, oh, it's going to be real thick for this event. We're going to take over this parking lot for the night. Park your car with me. And then you come back, that whole person is gone. You don't know who you gave your money to. You don't know who was watching your car. But then you go to the event. You have to pay to get into the event that you're going to, or whether it's a restaurant. Then you either wait because there's a grass wall, and there's always going to be hookah at your favorite spot. Now, you have hookah at home, but something is special about the hookah at a 5-star restaurant, right? I don't know. And then you have the grass green wall, which makes it, they have to tax you $50 more to that green wall. And then your food service person has come out because there's a celebrity at this restaurant. So the food service person came out and gave special attention to this celebrity here. And now you're still waiting for your food that you ordered an hour ago. But then your food comes in, it's cold, but you took a picture of it. And then you put it on social media.
This is really specific.
You were at this particular restaurant.
But it's all true, though. That's the bad part.
Then you paid, and then they black taxed your ass for the city of Atlanta. And then you left there. And you were just like, whew. Then you left there, you came back, and you thanked God because they didn't tow your car or put a boot on it. But then you left, and now you're like, oh man, I took this drive. Let me just stop for some gas. Yeah. Now you're feeling like, I'm at this place at the gas station where it's Maseratis and everything parked. But then there's a lot of people that's looking at me like, oh, she looked dumb. Like she looked like we could definitely stroll up on her, steal her car, steal her stuff. That's what it gives. I'm not saying that's what it gave. I know that's what they do over there. Because my car has been broken into, not this car, thank you, Jesus, but the car that I had before, broken into twice. And
I don't miss Atlanta's life.
Okay, so thank you. So with that being said, you go home, and when you're going home, there's a sense of relief. I don't know. If you don't live in the city, there's a sense of relief. Then you get home and you look at your bank account and you say,
"Ooh, hallelujah."
That could have been tithe. That could have been gas money for maybe 2 weeks. That actually could have been. And I'm not saying, and I'm not talking to the people who are Atlanta rich, who want to spend the money, who are okay with spending the money. That's okay. I'm just at a place in my life. If I'm going to spend the money, I want the experience to match it. Shouts out to Atlanta, but every time I get into that city,
are y'all still boiling water still?
Sorry, I don't live in that area where they're boiling water.
But no, I don't think so. I think
I don't know what they're doing there.
I'm not trying to hate on it. I loved Atlanta. Atlanta is a dope
They were
city.
definitely boiling water like last week.
Definitely.
No, like during the Megan Thee Stallion concert that was canceled because the whole city was under a boiling water ordinance.
Yes. She was gonna be up there sweating on stage looking for some city water. Ooh, that would have been she said,
Couldn't
not today.
Couldn't do a thing.
No.
So anywho, I say all that to say it's always a good time when you're driving away from the city of Atlanta, and always an even better time if you have skin color like mine to stay away from those towns that you are that have
black figurines in the fields.
That have American flags, and the one house is here, and about 10 miles later is another house, and each one has an American flag. Stay away from that area.
And I think you mean we're laughing and joking, but no, for real.
Mhm.
It's be aware of your surroundings these days.
Like,
Oh,
okay. See, Rebecca.
you there?
But no, you right, man. Like, definitely stay away from them areas.
Wait a minute. We lost Rebecca. There we
No,
go.
you didn't.
There we go.
It was hot. I needed to go. I didn't want people to see how
Oh,
thick
yeah.
I was. So I went to go turn off my air conditioner. Turn on the AC. Sorry. Ooh, your girl was getting hot. When my mustache starts to sweat, it's over.
Rebecca.
It's over. Okay. It is over.
Why are you
Anywho.
like this?
Oh boy.
But thank you guys for making me laugh. I needed that. It's been, it's been a week. I know there's a lot of news happening. I know we celebrated Juneteenth, guys. So that's what we'll be talking about first. I want to know how you guys spent your Juneteenth.
You want to go first, Bubba? Or you want me to go first?
Sure, I'll go first. I was working.
Period.
Period.
On the 10th of June?
On the 10th of June.
While white people were complaining online.
Ooh,
While
they complaining about Juneteenth on their day off while you had to work,
they
brother.
say that. Exactly. I want to say what I want to say, but you know what? I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it.
Well, so tell me why. Tell me why, Bubba, because there's a lot to unpack here. And I also want to see what you saw online, Ben. But Bubba, tell me why you worked that day.
Because I had to, child. We don't have a day off on a federal holiday. Still had to work. Don't get no holiday pay. Don't get none of that. Still had to take my ass to work and handle these.
So they in 2020, in 2020, when they said it's going to be a federal holiday, I know that we all collectively talked about this on the show. We said we have this day off. I got an email. I would never forget that I went to go double check. Cause I'm like, am I crazy? I remember, because before I was let go from these people, I remember saying that I'm not working on that day. So I went into my email to make sure that day back in 2020 was said to be a federal holiday, that the Bank of America would no longer. I said,
we can call them out now, can't we?
Bank of America.
Oh, damn, we can, huh?
Would allow, would no longer have anybody working. Now,
I've been waiting to call them out for years. Couldn't say their name.
Right. We got stories, baby. But now I remember them trying to challenge me on it. And I said, but didn't y'all say we wouldn't have to work, whatever the case may be? They found a loophole. So this financial institution decided that they would allow the front face, what people can see, to be off. The background, oh no, baby.
Work, Negroes.
Minor. So they considered it, there are 4 minor. I've never heard of major and minor holidays. So in corporate companies, they started creating the language of major and minor holidays. And they stated if you work a certain amount of those holidays, you will now not be able to work the other ones. I mean, you will now have to work the other ones.
Okay, if you take some off, you got to work the other ones. Yes.
So they found a way to implement that. And that bothered me so much because I'm like, but there is an email that states this will be a day off for the company as a whole. There was no change of color in the logo. There was nothing.
They didn't even do the tokenized stuff.
And that particular company in that area has lots of people that look like me. So,
of course, they do.
Again, for the front-facing portion of it, you can see, oh my goodness, of course this company loves us. Of course this company is going to, support us in that way. But behind the scenes, people was, can I have some more, please? Massa. I just want to get me a drop of water for a drink. Massa, please, Massa. That's what was going on behind the scenes.
What? I can't stand her.
So what you see is a lot of these companies that you might think was
taking the day off.
They with the mix. They were not. They were not. The people that are in the background where they couldn't see, they were like, hey, sorry, you got to work today. either you took that holiday, you took President's Day off, because we don't consider that a major holiday anymore. But either you took that day off or you took Martin Luther King Day off, and we definitely don't consider that a major holiday.
Right.
Listen, I don't know what happened because I'm not there, obviously, but I don't know if they shared a Martin Luther King Jr. quote on that day, because the vibes are wrong. The vibes are wrong because they do that every year. They get it mixed up. Black History Month and Juneteenth. We just got Juneteenth. It's fresh. We're still trying to fill out what we do for it. But what
the color, what we wear, the wardrobe.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out because now we're like, hey, I don't think that Aishiki is for this one. I don't think Kente cloth is specifically for this one.
I thought you said Kendrick Lamar. I'm sorry.
No, Kendrick Lamar.
I was thinking about
Kendrick Lamar will now be, because of his Juneteenth, pop out, because sometimes you got to pop out and show people. And because of the pop out on that particular day that will never be forgotten, it must be every Juneteenth that we play that song.
Yeah.
What are the vibes? What are we playing? Because I tried to play some freedom songs and they were just giving me too much depression.
Oh man, revolt.
Yeah, I said no. In the water. And I said no.
Like a tree.
No.
Wait a minute, y'all messing with me. I sing like that in church. Hold on. I sing like that in church. So hold on.
Okay. I love it.
I enjoyed the pop out. I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed it.
But I said no. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show people. But I missed it. It was such. I missed that concert that Kendrick Lamar dropped on that day. I missed it. Look, because I'm in Ben's business trying to read his lips. I'm so black. Kendrick Lamar's concert, whatever. But before we get there, Ben,
yes,
I wanted to know what you were seeing online from the opposition during Juneteenth.
My God. We're gonna call them Cracker Jacks. A wonderful caramel popcorn candy. And then when I consider there's a guy named Jack Posobiec, that Cracker Jack, it's just perfect. So we're going to refer to them as Cracker Jacks. Those Cracker Jacks were losing their mind over the existence of Juneteenth while they were enjoying their days off. They used their time on Twitter to try to provoke a race war over a fake, or just a made-up holiday, Juneteenth. And then it was really. And then in the back of my mind, I'm like, they're doing this from the privilege of their day off while Black folks are having to work. And here we come full circle, James.
Yeah.
You were one of the people having to work while these Cracker Jacks, popcorn, caramelly candy, not that Cracker Jack, Posobiec, but they were online complaining about Juneteenth.
Okay.
They had the freedom, the privilege. They took a Black person's benefit and used it against us while they sat in the shade of their day off, and most of us were at work.
I went down the street because I live in one of those former sundown towns that's trying to be I don't really know the word for it because I can't, it's not really given that, but they're trying to act like, hey, my neighbor's Black type of environment they're trying to give here. But I will say they were acting like it's just another day, another dollar. Let me tell you what they did at the place that I stay at. That's why they ain't paid up yet. But let me tell you what they did.
In the name of Jesus.
Them, in the name of Jesus, we shall be covered because I still leave my home. But let me tell you what these people did.
Jehovah Rapha. No.
On June 19th for the Black people.
Oh, Jesus.
At 5 p.m., I got an email.
What'd it say?
5 p.m. on Juneteenth that said, they closed at 5. The Black people that were working in there, because it was just 2 Black people working in there. And from the time of this place being built to now, they were on the Juneteenth vibe. They were going through that. But because now George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, all that stuff is now to them is not a thing anymore.
Right.
It's new, very whiter than the first one, because the last one was Black. I don't know why they do that in Georgia. They just keep selling off management. Every year you got new management for your economy. It's the weirdest thing. But This new one is white. The last one last week was black. This one is white. Immediately at 5 p.m., when they know the office closed, they sent out an email that stated, hey, get ready for the kickoff summer party on Juneteenth. They didn't put Juneteenth. They did not make it aware that it was Juneteenth. The office was closing, and at 4:50, they sent out an email about a summer.
That was well coordinated.
A summer. Hold on. That's too long, David.
I could have read it while you kept going on.
Right.
God,
I'm forgetting. But while Ben reads that, so they sent that out to let me know that they wanted to make sure that no black people were going to utilize any of the amenities over at the pool for Juneteenth.
Come again?
They sent that email at 4:50 for a kickoff summer party. They even hired a DJ at 4:50 p.m. to come to the pool area where the amenities that they knew by this time tonight will be black people surrounding the only black people that live here. It's not much. They will go to the pool and they will throw something on the grill for honoring the day of Juneteenth. Right. They made sure they made sure they
took off Juneteenth.
Yes, they made sure they said this is a summer kickoff party.
Made it summer.
And they at 4:50 p.m. and they were saying to pull up at 5 o'clock. So that means no one can touch this area at all. Like as far as like bringing your stuff, you can only be here for the party that they're doing. That's not Juneteenth party, none of that, but a summer kickoff party. So people were going out of their ways, not only for the jobs, not only where the living spaces, all those type of, I've seen online, it depending on what your algorithm was doing, depending on the communities that you're in, that's how you knew about Juneteenth. Going into stores, it wasn't the same vibes that it was given when we were asking for y'all to stop killing us.
Yeah.
During the pandemic.
Yeah.
When we were asking for you guys to be aware of this particular day for Black Americans.
Wasn't even the right day, actually, but still, we said, okay, we'll deal with it.
Right.
And that's the funny part about it too. I had to go off online because the hotaps and the motaps, and the diaspora wars.
What happened there?
So a certain page called Faces of Haiti, which I do love, they posted, Haitians are a part of the history, and we are in solidarity basically with Juneteenth. Yeah, sure. Happy Juneteenth.
Right. They
said somebody told them to remove it. And the thing is, I saw a lot of Haitians putting 100 in solidarity of the holiday. Sure. This is the thing that people's little small minds don't understand. There were Haitians here. There were Haitians that were governing Black cities in America. Let's talk about Chicago, right? Let's talk about places in Louisiana. Y'all can't and I can't say it's not y'all, but I'm saying this diaspora wars thing, it's not to remove that fact. Do y'all know that people come from other places like me and first generation here? I'm a Black American. I am. I'm a Haitian American, because Black is not a monolith. It comes in so many different ways. But people, because the ADOS, the HOTEPs,
come on, my ADOS family.
So they went in there and they were like, because we always want to center ourselves. I said, no, actually, it was because we understand what it's like to be forgotten in history. So we stand in solidarity, but it's not only that small piece. We also, if you go into anybody who talks about a historian or anything like that talks about Juneteenth, they say that was revolutionary. It's because of the work of the ancestors, in America who fought for that moment. But people who on the outside who got the blueprint from Haitians revolting at some point, they said, oh, it wasn't a revolt that caused this. It very much was people who ran off, people who stood up to their masses here in America, people who said they weren't going to take this, people who wanted better lives. That's a revolt in itself, that you can sit here and talk about you being here today. There were Black cities that were being bombed down, that were governed by people who were American or brought their children here, or who started who came from other places originally, but was wanting to protect their lives in America and the lives of the people that there were, all the other people. None of you, all of us are from the same place. We just got dropped off somewhere different. Stop playing.
Right.
I heard your frustration building through that, Rebecca. That's the reason I'm laughing, because it's frustrating.
It's the dumbest argument.
It's that simple. All of us came from the same place, just got dropped off at different destinations. But one of the number one tools of white supremacy right now, one of the number one tools of Make America Great Again, and unfortunately, and I look, I have to say shout out to ADOS, not all of them, right? But American descendants of enslaved people. I feel them. But not on the diaspora wars. Like on the diaspora wars, I can't even say it right. Like that's a problem because when you feed into that, you are empowering white supremacy. You are strengthening the very oppressors whose ancestors dropped us off at different locations. So I feel you, Rebecca.
And I feel like it's really, I don't mean to take away from the culture of it. Yes, cultures can be different, but that does not mean, like, even here, I grew up Haitian in America. I still know I was born in America, grew up Haitian, all the things. And I understand that when other people look at me, people who don't look like none of us, and I'm talking about none of us Black folks, people who don't look, when they look at us, they just say Black. ER sometimes really hard.
Now,
they treat us as if we all been here. The same place. They do not care about anything else. So when there's solidarity, just off, hey, we're so glad to be part of the history too, and we want to stand in solidarity with everybody who celebrates this holiday as Haitians, and we're bringing this holiday and bringing awareness to it for people in Haiti to know that there is a holiday called Juneteenth here in America. Like,
so, Rebecca, I don't mean to, but I want you to I'm like, they use that as a way to attack Haiti, not even Haiti, but that particular page sharing a post, like just saying congratulations or commemorating and celebrating, honoring Juneteenth. And then there was a diaspora wars.
Oh my gosh. And then some Haitians were like, we need to stop centering ourselves. And it's like, excuse me, we're saying those people in Texas, because it wasn't only them. I know that Dr. Mack schooled us on other people's Juneteenth type holidays. Like in Tallahassee, it's in May. I know that one because I was in Tallahassee and they've celebrated their Freedom Day on a different day. So, we can call their people's Freedom Days, different states' Freedom Days, different areas and zones. Their Freedom Days were different because unfortunately, they tried to delay it as long as possible until it got to Texas for them to understand that they were free. When it finally got to them, it was June 19th. And that's why they celebrated it, because they were the last to know. We understand how they tried to. There are lots of places before the last 4 years that people didn't know what Juneteenth was at all.
For sure.
So it is a forgotten piece of history. It is for like they want you to forget that for a long time, there were people that were still in a nation that was supposed to be free, were still living enslaved.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And even after Juneteenth, right? Even after Juneteenth, you still had slaves, enslaved ancestors in Kentucky, I believe. Dr. Mack lays that out pretty definitively. But December 6th, if you want to talk about all of us, December 6th, 1865, the passage of the 13th Amendment, that was our true liberation day. But we took Juneteenth. We rock with it. We celebrate it. And while we celebrate it, a lot of Black folks have to go to work on Juneteenth. And a lot of white folks get to stay home. And this year, while they got to stay home, they were complaining about this holiday while you get to stay home. And we in those fields, Rebecca, like those Black figurines.
That's what they was like, come over here to such and such Georgia. Well, you can. And I hate that commercial because I'm like, it makes me ever want to come there. But the fact that I did go there, not unaware that was what the city's name was, y'all just promoting Black work out here. That's how y'all promoting. If Blacks come here, or Blacks or minorities, because it was giving I don't know why I feel like they were trying to reach the Hispanics, but they did Black figurines. So any minority figure here, if you come here, we got good work for you. I know you like to work in the fields. We know you're good with your hands. We know that you're just good.
Jesus.
Because whites around here, we don't really want you here. So if you're gonna be here, be good for something. That's what it gave. And
we got job offerings in our kitchens too. If you want to come cook for Miss Millie,
literally, that's what they were offering. And then it was so bad. It was so bad. And so I say all this to say, Juneteenth is a day that I think everybody can come together, right? And I said that wrong. Everybody black can come together
Mm.
in America and celebrate a freedom.
Man.
And if you look at, because we've already talked about the damn flag, right? The flag that is the representation for Juneteenth.
Oh yeah. That's
we talked about how it was made by a black man, but illustrated by a white woman. I know it's an ally. See, I was up in arms about it because I'm like, I don't want white people touching that part of history. Yet we're sitting here as a black show with a white producer. So, anyways, as I say to say,
is he back?
When you look at that flag, though, when you look at that flag and you look at the Haitian flag, it looks like there's some kind of
there's overlap. Yes,
it's the color. The color is literally the base of the color. That
color
red
scheme.
and blue in the background, that split is exactly the Haitian, like dissimilar to the Haitian flag.
I always see
it is always.
So that's what I'm like. And historians, if you Google Juneteenth and you Google Haiti, immediately they're gonna say because of this blueprint down the line that was heard around the world, it made enslaved people all around the world feel like, shoo, we want to be free too. And so we know that whites were like, oh no, we got to get them boys in line.
Haiti ever since.
Mm-hmm. And people here were the enslaved people here were treated as if you ever even think you can try that, if you ever even think you can do that. Those masses and stuff were not wanting that type of thing to happen here. A revolt here. And people were doing their own revolt. They were like, listen, I'll work up until I run off of this. People were literally risking their lives for freedom. They didn't know what it was going to look like, where they're going to run to, where they're going to be eventually. So just up the street in some of the areas, that city was free black people. But right there, those people were enslaved. So people were trying to plan, if I can just make it right there, if I can just make it here. And so listen, y'all, Freedom Day is a big thing, and it does for a lot of the people who literally were forgotten in history and their freedoms were taken from them. And all of us sitting here today come from people who fought blood, sweat, and tears for us to be able to be in this position. So Freedom Day is bigger. Here in America, it is huge for us to celebrate that day and not touch nothing for nobody's work. Unless it's like us doing something like this, having conversations or being as black as we possibly can and getting paid to do it. The same way white folks get up every day and can get on social media and literally sit there with their evil blue eyes and stare at us in the camera and get paid for it. 1 million views.
Why the eyes got to be?
Okay, stand up.
Why the eyes got to be blue?
They just get scary when you stare at it.
It's not right. It's not right.
It's not right. It's just not right. And when you stare at it, I don't know what's happening, but it's like, hold on, get out.
Have y'all seen the American Society of the Magical Negro?
Oh my God, I've been trying to watch that. So where is it streaming?
It's on Peacock.
Okay.
I've tried to finish it.
What do you mean? Oh my
goodness. I cannot.
Why? It looks so good and funny.
It's good.
Maybe I gotta watch it again.
No. Tell me. No, this is a great conversation. Why do you think? Because it got like a really low score.
With no spoilers, but tell me.
3% Rotten Tomatoes, so that's pretty bad. But I like
it. It's almost like when the first preview of it came out, you was like, "Oh, okay, these black folks, they got magic and everything." But then when you actually look at the movie and why they have the magic is to make white people happy. And that was in the trailer too. And I'm just like, okay. But then it's like, I don't want to get too much away because then he falls. It's a lot.
Well, you don't have to give it too much away. But I mean, the premise is there's a whole society of magical Negroes who whose only purpose in life is to keep white people from becoming violent and killing other black people. So they're clients, and you're just there to make sure that you assuage their anguish, and you calm their calamities or whatever. You're just there to make them feel good. And it was hilarious. I love the ending was good. It came full circle. It did what it did. It was a good movie.
So I'm gonna make sure I watch it, because one thing that tends to happen with our productions, I love that we can be Cheerios commercials, right? And in our Cheerios commercials, we're not just black and black. We can show that we're multicultural. For a long time, for a long time, America has been trying to show that and push that on us, especially in commercials. We'll always see the curly-headed babies, and I'm not talking about the beautiful, nice double black curls. I'm talking about the curly-headed 75%ers sometimes.
A little reddish tint. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with y'all?
The half and half Oreos, little razzle-dazzles. And so we'll see that a lot, oftentimes, in the heart disease Cheerios commercials.
They put the little cereal on top of the black man's heart.
And then here it is, a little nice little light-skinned black baby walking through, and then the black mom in the kitchen, like,
oh, I was thinking the white mom and the black dad. Okay.
And then the white daddy sitting on the couch, and the baby gives the cereal to the dad. And I said, at first I used to be like, and I'm not gonna lie to you, though, as a child that didn't understand the beauty of her chocolate skin at the time, growing up in Florida, so that means my skin was like even twice as dark than it is now. My hair was an orangey color because it was burnt by the sun. This good and black stuff, right? And I was made to feel not beautiful. When I would see those commercials, I would say, I know my hair is long, right? It's natural and long, but I want that type of hair. And I don't want my child that I bring into this world, you guys, as a child, thinking that is crazy. I don't want my child that I bring into this world to have to go through what I had to go through. So I need to date someone who is black.
White. Okay.
Oh, excuse me, white. You see, now I only date them black. So that's embedded in my system. It's embedded in my system today. You can see that God has definitely brought me. He brought me
a long way.
But yeah, a long way. A mighty long way. But I mean white. And so white, that thinking really messed me up for a long time, that my mother had to pull me to the side and say, hey, your dark gums, your dark skin, your brown eyes, your hair that is like bleached by the sun, and your skin that's darkened, especially in the summer by the sun, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. That's what makes you beautiful. Don't look at these little girls. So I used to ask her, if my hair is so long, why doesn't it curl like fat girls? If my skin is so beautiful, why does my teacher always choose me last for stuff? Why is she so mean to me? Like, if our culture is so great, why every time I speak this language, they think that I'm incompetent, yet bring me to go interpret for grown people in the school system? So those are things that I had to battle with. And now, because we should have Juneteenth centered commercials, right? We should have black on 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 black, just freedoms all throughout. Kendrick Lamar should play in the background. They not like us. We should make y'all damn comfortable, because I'm so tired of the fact that we had to make a Cheerios commercial to include black people, but in order to include black people, we had to include whiteness into it to make white people comfortable.
The Princess and the Frog movie on Disney, it was the same thing. I'm like, well, we can't get a black prince with black.
Why not? Why do we have to keep making people who watch this content comfortable? So I say this to say, you guys talked about the magical Negro, and I think of the content that we have now. When we have these black stars in these white spaces, it's fine, but you never really see white stars craving to be in the black spaces in the black movie area, or whatever the case may be. They don't have to. America is predominantly white, if we want to call a thing a thing. But for some reason, in its predominance of whiteness, black culture makes this thing thrive. They make money from black culture, entertainment,
dancing.
Dancing.
Our sciences. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You said and what?
And our sciences.
Yes, our sciences.
And our contributions in technology.
Creativity.
They make money off
that
of
evangelical style that they're stealing.
Oh my goodness. The preaching style.
Come on. You know you ain't no breather like that. When did you start doing it right? You can't even do it right. You can't even call on the Holy Ghost correctly. We saw that white lady over there calling African angels. In what world does that make sense?
Africa.
That was crazy. She tried to speak in tongues, and then it's like that spirit came upon her. She was calling other spirits witch.
Rebecca,
I'm out of control today. I'm Juneteenth.
you are.
They not like us.
They not like
They
us.
not like us.
Hey,
5 times in a row.
come on.
So I
Come
feel
on.
like to say I just want to be in a place where because I was taught not to love my blackness, and then when the blackness started to come about, like when I started to see the representation on television, our stuff was at the wee hours of the night.
Yeah.
Our shows, remember on UPN, our stuff used to come on at the wee hours of the night, and that's when we were able to watch it. We couldn't get the run backs or whatever the reruns because the reruns that we were watching were white. We were watching Reba. We were watching King of the
Rebecca,
Hill.
you young.
We were watching Dharma and Greg. We were watching Friends. We were watching all that.
Yeah.
I was thinking All in the Family, James. When she's saying reruns, I'm thinking All in the Family.
Oh yeah, but see, not the black reruns that they gave us, but the newer black shows. The newer black shows that we had to watch.
The Jeffersons, yeah.
You're
just saying we're a lot older than you. That's all.
No, I was watching those moving on up. Yeah, I was there. And that the damn Sanford and Son, I had watched that, but also with Sanford and Son, I was watching what you talking about, Willis? You see,
different strokes,
different strokes it takes. Yeah, I was watching that too. But I also had to watch where there was almost never, and I still loved it, the Golden Girls, where you hardly seen blackness or a black person within the platforms. But that's the past. But they still started to try to play in our face by telling us that we only can be at the end. A lot of our black programming today, Issa Rae has talked about this so many times. Black artistry is consumed, is taken, is copied. And when we're watching our content and actual numbers can support the fact that this is indeed a bop. This is something that is like a great watch that's being supported by the masses, which means it deserves a season 2. But because it's centered in blackness, if we don't want it to make room for something as trash as, what can we label as trash? Because there's a lot of shows right now that are trash that are getting 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th seasons. But but in this we'll see, like you can't say that people were not supporting rap shit. That show was, because it was being supported. It was the number show, everything like that. But that was Issa Rae's last straw. She said, when you put yourself into these, you fight to be in these corporate or these big box companies, and you're there and you're working with these big names.
Right.
Anytime they want to, and we've seen this not only with the people who go and bring their stories there or their work there, like we saw Issa Rae do with Insecure, because Insecure we used to have to watch on before they played, like what was it playing first? Was it on the internet, YouTube, or the first edition of it or whatever? But she brought that over to HBO. So we had to, a lot of us had to go and purchase HBO packages, because remember, HBO was not free before this stuff. Right. We had to purchase that to watch it. Exactly. And so with that being said, it's always harder. We're trying to watch this black content, but now they're making it harder, but they're monetizing off of the struggle as well. So Issa Rae stated, it's time for me to go independent. But the problem with the independent portion of it is, and even though Ice Cube, we talked about his mishaps and falling short, but this is somebody who decided to take his, basketball in an independent manner. Your camera, Bubba, in an independent manner. Oh, sorry. It's just me. See, this is giving people business. But in the independent manner where people can make money off of it through blackness or whatever, black owned, black this, black that. But it's viewed as always small, then, for some reason. White owned has a je ne sais quoi to it, for some reason. And like here, I always got to bring it back to our platforms. Being on a white show, it literally has a certain je ne sais quoi. It doesn't matter about the quality or whatever. If a white person is in the mic on this space, there's something more gravitating towards support that show. Being on a black show, if there is a way of like, that little show, that this and that, they're just doing it because they love us and they, support. Meanwhile, they don't look at it as to, and I'm not saying this about our viewers. I love you guys so much, but I'm saying that this is a systemic thing, a mind thing, something to show that when we're doing our stuff, we really have to work 10 times as hard, if not harder than the next person to be able to thrive here in America just because we're black in our creativity. Yet white people can take it, utilize the same method to the madness that is the greatness, and win, even though it's watered down with cranberries in it.
Craisins. It's evidenced by the fact that we exist, this show, like it or not, and we have the timing that we have the comedic pauses that we have the ability to go from extremely silly to extremely serious, from Drake getting ethered at the pop out to Vladimir Putin's invasion in Ukraine and everything in between. Y'all don't want it with this show.
No,
we have to be, and we are 10 times better than everybody else.
Love all it's facts. It's facts. We can sit here and talk about the culture, but we can sit here and go into politics. But I can sit here and talk about personal issues and because this is what the world is going through today. We just had a mass murder happen, a mass shooting happen yesterday. Many people have not 10. I think it was 10 or 12 people that were shot.
What?
Yesterday. This happened yesterday, and not nan a person, a thing, place, or thing. They've made sure to not make this a whole situation. And I'm just wondering why.
The races. What were the ethnicities of the people killed? Let me look that up real quick while we do this.
Where was this at?
It happened in Arizona. I want to believe wherever Sarah Huckabee is. Arkansas. I'm racist against states. I think that they're all just because in Arizona. That's really terrible. But Arkansas, Sarah Huckabee, who we know ain't nothing.
3 dead, 10 wounded. Wow.
Yep. Did you hear about it? Look, as I'm staring at you like it's Dora the Explorer. Did you hear about it?
I'm sorry. We should
not. Terrible. Like I didn't hear anything about it.
It's a mass murder. They don't want to talk about gun control. Yet we got a debate coming up next week between these presidential people. They ain't about to talk. Did you hear about it? They don't want to make that a conversation. They don't want to talk about gun control. They don't want to talk about this happening in Arkansas. They don't want to talk about that happening with the Nepo baby as the governing that damn state. I'm just sick of it.
I need to know because they're not even going to say it, but there has been intentional targeting of Black communities. I don't know this community. I'm going to look up the district. I'm going to look up the address and get the demographics of it. But it just reminds me of the Tops Buffalo shooting and these grocery store shootings. Now it could possibly be something totally different. It could be a mixed audience of people who were targeted and killed. But the last few instances we've seen this exact MO, what has it been? It's been targeting Black people. So let me. I just want to put that out there. I'm going to go research it, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong,
the day that it happened, y'all, usually you can get the information as something associated with it where you can actually put 2 and 2 together, get some kind of storyline. But even on Twitter, the conversation was very minute. We weren't hearing much about it. Yes, they were mentioning it, but yep, I don't know what usually I would have details by now off of something like this, but because they made sure to treat it like a traffic stop story, that's what we got from it. I don't know what we're going to see in the next few years with this quieting of mass shootings now. The next year, before this, like, I don't know what we're going to see. I was in the store that day. I left when I saw the news because I'm like, see, y'all, didn't just last Saturday I was telling y'all, I just get this eerie feeling. You just don't know who is there, who has an agenda, nothing. And so, yeah. Oh, I'm out of breath. I feel like I've been talking my ears off.
That address. I'm looking at the picture, right? And I don't have the address because none of the national media outlets have that address. And but I'm gonna find it. It's gonna take a little bit more than I can do live. But I'm looking at the picture. First of all, there's a Dollar General there. Now I know there's Dollar Generals everywhere, but it's usually in poor neighborhoods. And I'm just looking. It looks like any black side of town that you would go to. I could be 100% wrong, but I'm going to put money on. Let me withhold that.
We'll see. You know, those towns too, backwoods and missing too. Those areas too got the little Dollar Generals. I'm just
no, listen, Dollar Generals are everywhere. I'm just looking at this picture. All I know, Rebecca, is that feeling and that sensation that you say you get.
The fact that we have it, though, you're right to have it because of the history of it. Majority is us.
We just had the guy last week in Atlanta, right? We just had that 58-year-old white man in Atlanta who went to a hip hop concert trying to kill black people, targeting black people specifically. This is no one-off situation. We'll find out what happened in Arkansas. If somebody can give me the address, I can tell you the demographics of the city. But everything up until this point, from Tops Buffalo to Dollar General in Jacksonville, to Mother Emanuel AME back in 2015, these shooters are targeting black communities.
They are. And that's the problem. The reason why we can just assume, and we could be wrong, but we can make that assumption is because majority of these mass shootings correctly been as you stated, have been targeted towards people who look like us, minorities, it's always marginalized communities. You could be black, majority, that's the top of it. Gay, we know that they're always targeting. We know they're hitting that up. And during Juneteenth, that man in Atlanta thought that he was going to hit up something to make some kind of race war before the debates and the elections. Also, we know that a lot of gay clubs were on high alert, because this is Pride Month. And we know that there's an agenda, because they always want to use that against us. Mm-hmm. There's an agenda that they want to put out there, and black people are always the problem. We know that on that platform. Let's talk about this, because here I go. Ben, do your research. Let's talk about this on X, that app. Elon Musk retweeted or liked.
Come on.
Where someone talked about Juneteenth and talked about celebrating, it's true, basically saying that black people killed so many white people.
Oh, yeah.
And reposting that, and Elon Musk, the owner of X, liking it. But then I like what I see when I see Kendrick Lamar on Juneteenth, almost in the way protecting the culture. Mm-hmm. Right? As far as when it comes to hip hop, because that's his lane. But versus, because stay with me because I'm going somewhere. Versus between Timbaland and what's his name? Swiss Beats. Timbaland and Swiss Beats, the owner of Versus. We know Versus was created during the pandemic to allow the culture to come together from the house with music and things like that. And it was to bring us joy. Yep. They started to monetize, which is fine. Okay, we're gonna make money off this. Okay, whatever. They began to monetize, sold it over to Triller. So now we had to pay to watch the content that was given to us for free on a live on Instagram. And then they gave it to Triller. Then when we complained, they took it off of Triller. And now, guess where they partnered with and who they partnered with? The same guy who liked the tweet about a lie that black people have been killing white people at a mass amount since we were free. And Elon Musk liked that tweet, yet the Versus owners, who are supposed to be for the culture, went over and partnered with Elon Musk on Twitter to give Versus over to that platform, and stated that, black people built Twitter. Yes, black culture did that. Black Twitter built Twitter and gave it what it needed, to the point where the previous owner created black Twitter inside of the office. A diversity and inclusion is if you must, but with an actual black team of more than 2 people. Okay. And Elon Musk came and eradicated that
Yes.
And has tweeted and liked and posted and removed and actually has taken on some of the terrible leadership models from people like Kemp over here in Georgia, people like DeSantis over there in Florida, where they believe that diversity and inclusion means racism towards white people, excluding white people. When we're talking about diversity and inclusion for Black people, they started now labeling it as an exclusion for white people, racism against them, prejudice against them, bias against them. And so somebody who is leading their platform with that mindset, why would you ever in your mind partner with them? So Swiss Beats' response to some people was that, oh, y'all can miss me with that we not Black owned because we Black owned, but yet you're partnering with a platform that is white and racist.
Yes.
I thought we left that behind when we didn't have the money to do those things back in the day. Y'all got the money to build your own. We built it. Versus did its own thing by its own thing because of us. Black folks was watching it. Again, here what we're talking about. This is where we do that misstep and we start doubting ourselves and start looking at white money as the best money and white connection as the best. You will continue to fail until you see that for yourself.
Elon Musk is also doing a couple of other things. He is helping to promote fake Black faces
on that page, on that site,
who represent on Twitter. I'm gonna call them Twitter. I'm gonna name it Twitter. All that, and he's promoting people who have Black skin, who have nothing but horrible things to say and against the Black community, like this guy named George B. Hizzy tweets or B. Hizzy tweets. He's big on Rumble, Russia's platform here in the United States. Elon Musk promotes him, right? But he's made jokes, racist jokes about Black people. Got Black skin, but he makes racist jokes about Black fathers and slavery, and he's in that same group of racists who really, and I'll say this about Swiss Beats and Timbaland, they just simply aren't paying attention and don't care. Now this brought it to their attention, right? They weren't paying attention as the N-word increased on Twitter 500%. And Andrew Tate, Top G, is out here calling Black folks the N-word with a hard ER, right? Just on Juneteenth on purpose. So no, they weren't paying attention as that happened. We were. But now that people have brought it to their attention, they're like, nah, we don't even care. We want this Elon Musk money. Elon Musk is a fascist, a racist servant of white supremacy. And I called it years ago, but no, that's not important. What's important now is that we stop these Black faces from getting in these spaces and then giving an appearance of Blackness. That's why Elon Musk went and got Timbaland and got Burst. Because they figure Black folks just gonna come on and kind of like the Pied Piper
drive right to the hotel
over to Twitter, and we're not gonna care about the fact that we get called niggers with a hard ER on a regular basis. We got some music and it's a bop.
Yep. Nope. Yep. Because no. We must. I know money looks good. I know it does, especially when it's white. But when you get it, you already got it. You guys are rich people.
Yeah.
Y'all literally got to where you were because Black people were at home supporting this. But when you begin to try to add people into the mix and then make it do this and make it do that and take away that naturalness to it, where it was Blacks for us and by us, there's something about that. And when you're confident in it, it grows and it does what it needs to do. People will support it. But when you be like, you know what? Let's make everybody comfortable. Like, let's make everybody comfortable on Juneteenth. The Juneteenth poster, that's what I got upset about, actually. It wasn't even about the damn flag. It was the fact that they created a poster with everybody on it for Juneteenth. I don't want to see a Juneteenth holiday that we just got about Blackness, about Black freedom, with white people enjoying hot dogs in their hand on the damn
It's not, we love some of you white people. We do. Some of you.
Yeah. On that day that we just got. I do not want to see you guys being the ones that are broadcasted just to make white people feel like they need to celebrate or accept the fact that this is a federal holiday. They need to put out signage and posters with white people at a cookout? Absolutely not. Stop giving them this. Who said that that was okay? Somebody in that room sat there at that table and said, yeah, that looked like me and you.
You know they did. I'm out, y'all.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I forgot I gotta go for this event. So,
Bye.
I love y'all. I'll see y'all
Bye,
next
Papa.
week.
All right.
Love y'all.
Love you, mean it. But yeah, and we're not gonna be before you long. But just to point that out, this is where the issues lie. And that's why I'm like, Issa Rae has done a thing when she decided, hey, I partnered with you guys. I did what I said I was gonna do, but now I'm starting to see that you guys don't. You only wanted me for this, but when I needed to grow and become to the level where you guys are, because I'm probably even better than that. But when I needed to grow, you guys are asking me and telling me and then rejecting me.
Yeah.
You won't get to do that anymore. So she says she's going to go independent. Now that journey she knows is going to be hard. She knows that it's already put into a lot of people's minds already. You can't support Black stuff because it's going to be Tubi.
Oh no, this was definitely, well, we got on this conversation talking about the American Society of the Magical Negro. It definitely is a highly produced, well done, top shelf kind of production of a movie.
I'm watching it. I like the,
generally speaking, what you're saying is true. What do you think about then, Brother Tyler Perry?
Okay, so let's talk about that. There's a new production coming out, okay, with I forget his name.
Megan Good.
Megan Good, but the man. That's to Tia Mowry's.
Oh yes, the one.
Corey Hardrick.
The one.
Yeah, Corey Hardrick is his name. Very handsome guy. But that man made himself. Black people made Tyler Perry a billionaire.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he created jobs for so many Black people. He came to the Mecca at the time of where it was predominantly Black, because Atlanta's getting closer to moving away from the halfway mark of being predominantly Black now.
Yeah.
But, he came to the Mecca, the heart of Atlanta, bought acres and acres of land, put a studio there. So many Black people are literally, because of him, have work. Right. So I can't take away from that. The Black church specifically is who propelled Tyler Perry's career. Okay.
Every bit of it. Yeah.
Yes, because all of his stuff were centered in Black women with the church background. And so a lot of Black people supported that. And we know once the Black church gets involved, it's a barrier. They gonna do what they need to do. They were coming out in droves to support his plays and the first movie that went to theater. So I know that he began to step away from that, because as always, there's a pivoting opportunity
and evolve.
Yeah, and that's what he did, partnering with other bigger companies that are white. This is what happens. You start to move away from it, but the content that you keep giving out, but he has the freedoms to do any type of thing. Basically, a lot of the programming on BET right now are Tyler Perry productions that can be really bad, but still make it to television, because Tyler Perry has gained that power. He sees himself as that. But I will say about his productions, they can be problematic because to the viewers, white people love them, and to the viewers, that's how they see us as the storylines. And I get it. Just like when they took that one show, and I want to remember what it is. They took that one show with the projects in it and put it in a cartoon form and put it on Netflix. And it's like full of the projects, and it's a show that y'all know. It's not the Moving On Up. It's the one where the girl got Miss Penny got the iron on her back.
Oh, Good Times.
So they put Good Times on.
Yes.
And it's I'm not gonna lie to you. When I watched Good Times as a child, maybe because I was in an environment that had lack, but I never knew they were in the projects for real. Like I just knew this woman was working hard, keep her family up. Just the same thing that my parents were doing in my household.
Right.
In what they're doing on, it's not Fat Albert, so it is the Good Times that they did. I want to say, so is it Fat Albert, Ben, or is it?
No, it's Good Times. You talking about? Yeah.
So what they did, this is what I see Tyler Perry doing too. They so what they do is when they put this content out there, it's nothing but like the dumb Negro. To me, and it's giving uneducated person. It's giving there's so many roaches running around in this really terrible kitchen setup, the inside the house things are falling off. That's not what I saw Good Times as. Growing up. So they were trying to depict this really project look to who's identifying with that, and why are we giving that to be the consumption of how everybody in the world is going to see us?
Yeah, that's
and
it.
for Black women, I love what Tyler Perry has done, right, with the support of Black people. He done took it and called himself king. Okay, but you have the power to also give us something else. I love what he did with it was one of the best productions he ever did, and it was in the summer of I think 2020, where it was like done in an olden time, and Black woman, Black man end up getting together. Baby was Black. It was a whole thing, right? And it was the best production he's ever done. But this stuff that he's doing with the Black woman who's always in distress, getting attacked by,
he brought it right back. The same.
Yeah, it's the same storyline that I feel like we've watched time and time again, where the Black woman is either always in distress or the Black man is being made to look a certain kind of way. See, now I'm sounding like I'm in part of the Hotep team, but that's what I'm just saying, that's what it gives. I think
there's a little bit of Hotep in all of us, Rebecca.
It is. But I think it's problematic when the consumption is like, we got to protect how we are viewed, but at the same time, we can show the real. But if your content is only this, people are going to believe that's only what happens. Where's the positivity in Black relationship? I'm not talking about, I do like why did you get married and stuff like that, because those things are actually happening within marriages, I believe. I'm not married, but I do think that people make excuses for those behaviors, because Tyler Perry is saying this is the only thing that happens where Black women struggle. There are really great Black men who are out here who are taking care of their wives, and vice versa. There are problems that happen in marriages the same way that white people have problems in their marriages. So this kind of centering that gets extreme issues around Black women and their trauma, I think is just a little bit crazy for me.
Well, there's the acceptable gaze for white folk, you know, and this is really kind of how you could break down white folks up. I'm known as quite a bit of a racist on Twitter. It's fine, but they're gonna call me racist anyway.
I saw them. Yeah, they are.
It's, what are you comfortable seeing Black people as? We can break it down, right? But are you comfortable seeing Black people as anything more than the reality housewives era of drama and pulling wigs and throwing champagne on each other's faces and constantly having that motif? Yeah, you know why? Because those are some of the top shows that they have out there for Black people, for Black women, right? Are you comfortable with the Medea model? Actually, because some of the Medea model I loved. I particularly loved they had it centered in church gospel music. That's how they got the church. They put gospel music in the middle of every Tyler Perry play. Great. Love
Bible
Medea.
verses.
But can you see Black people as anything more than Medea, right? And then can you see people as Black people more than like Donald Trump sees us? How does Donald Trump and MAGA see us?
Sneakers.
They see us as the golden sneakers. They see us as the grilled teeth, right? The golden grill, right? They see us as the stepping edges.
They see us as the felony record.
Yes.
That's what they see us as.
Thank you. I was about to miss the biggest one. That one right there. That we will identify more with Donald Trump because he's got a record and he's got Rico and all these Black rappers who, by the way, side note, Rebecca, it never ceases to amaze me that these Black rappers are aligning with MAGA when MAGA is making it clear that they think Black rappers are a threat to humanity. They're going to kill you.
It's the easiest time to align yourself with MAGA. It's one thing not to align yourself with Biden administration because of where he stands, especially on this particular issue with Israel and Gaza. That's one thing. But to utilize that, it's an easy moment for MAGA to slip in, tap those people on the shoulder, offer them a check. They accept it. But when people question them as to why they are supporting MAGA, they can put the talking point that is Biden, Gaza, and Israel. They can put that in there. And that's problematic because some of these people don't even give a damn about what's happening overseas. They don't care. And so aligning themselves with this, and then asking them as to why you're aligning themselves with MAGA, Donald Trump, and what he thinks about people who look like you. You're saying that he can be trusted because I know he's a felon, but him being a felon is so different from you being a felon, and we've broken that down on this show already, because you can't afford the lawyers that he got.
Come on.
You are never going to get to see, or you know somebody, or you have been this person where you missed out on a chunk of life because of a small offense that now you have a felony record, and you miss out on a chunk of life, maybe your own, your child's, somebody has passed away. You can't even get yourself to assimilate correctly because the system, because of what you look like, not even because of only what you've done, primarily because of what you look like, where you live. The environment was built for you to stay down, so you go back to doing that very thing that brought you in there the first time around because you're messed up. Donald Trump will never have to deal with that.
Ever.
Matter. And he can still run for president.
That's you exactly right. Meanwhile, he got to go to trial. There's how many black folks in Rikers right now still waiting on trial?
Can't even call their lawyer up and get them really on the phone for real, that their public defender that they were given for free, who doesn't give a damn about their case.
But this is how they see it. So there's an acceptable gaze for blackness. Mm-hmm. It's either the reality housewives, because that's what you see all on television. It's the Medea
Trump checks. Ain't that what Nene said? I get Trump checks.
There is the MAGA black. You can be a MAGA black and get accepted all the way around. You can get your little rap career.
Candace Owens.
Oh my goodness, Candace Owens. She couldn't cut it as a liberal.
Kanye West.
Oh, Kanye West.
Now Amber
Rose. What I wonder what MAGA thinks about Amber Rose's slut walk.
Mm-hmm. What does Amber Rose think about her slut walk?
Now she's probably changed her mind on it.
No, she said, do your research, guys. Do your research. Because I'm still all about women. And did he really say those things about gay people?
Is that what she's doing now? Is that what she's doing?
Oh, yeah. Did he really do your research? Did he say those things? Girl, yes, he did. His whole damn administration been saying those things. He held the Bible upside down and swords or whatever Satan he was worshiping, that, black people and gays are the problem. Mexicans, he done threw paper towels at people in Puerto Rico. Never forget it. People held tiki torches when in the name of Donald Trump for Charlottesville, Georgia, and Trump said it was both sides when it was really just one.
Yeah. That killed somebody. They always killing people, y'all. Heather Heyer in Charlottesville, Michael Reinhold, Kyle Rittenhouse going out there killing folks. Then recently we had the Air Forceman, I believe it was 26-year-old black man, Air Force officer killed. They're killing folks and getting away with it. Mm-hmm. And they're doing it, y'all. They're doing it to the same folks. But here's the thing. I realize what it is. As long as Donald Trump can slide a few dollars to some black influencers,
yes, they
can give the veneer. It looks like it's black when it's far from actual black.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, that's the major issue. What'd you say, Ben?
Looks like our producer's back.
Our producer's back. You see how he didn't put something up? We ain't had no graphics all day because we been running our mouth. But y'all, if you're here with us thus far, I know we've been having conversations, but these are what's going on right now in the world. We've actually been talking about current events. This is this week alone. All right. Kendrick Lamar came back and stomped on Drake's neck again.
Yes.
But let me tell you something. I know I was about to end the show, but no, I got to go to my page because I know Kendrick Lamar. I think now YouTube has they don't allow us to play it, but I'll take it off. But I want to play this particular thing. Go to my Instagram, David. Go to my Instagram, and I want y'all to see the black joy that was on stage during Kendrick Lamar's concert because I missed it live.
Yeah,
I missed it live.
And you got to contextualize it now. This is LA.
This is LA. You're right. Compton. This is
Bloods and the Crips.
It was Bloods and Crips.
Unified on stage.
On stage.
Somebody said it was a Crip walk hoedown. And
it was, but then it was people who weren't even part of the Bloods and the Crips. It was basketball players.
Yep.
Y'all remember Boston just won, so I think it was a few of them on there. It was other singers and rappers, lots of them from the Compton area who was there at this pop-up concert by Kendrick Lamar, who did it on the night of Juneteenth. Okay. And they not like us. He played, I think, 6 times in a row, back to back. And the crowd sang it verbatim. So this is what I love. This is Russell Westbrook.
Oh, the young man. What would he be, like 7'1"?
He's so tall. But the way that he's dancing, this Black Boy Joy. I need you to play it. Full screen this joint and play it from the get-go. I don't know if it'll play from the beginning, but I need you guys to hear and see this, because this is what I call Black Boy Joy, Black Man Joy.
And Drake's not invited.
Look, during Black Men's Health Awareness Month, which is men's wear, but this was giving I love it, and Drake wasn't invited. And let's take a listen. Let's take a look. This is Russell Westbrook, and it's just, and I said, and then David danced before the Lord. Play it.
Wait, oh, that's Russell Westbrook. I'm thinking somebody else.
Can you make it bigger?
They not like us. They not.
Formerly of OKC.
Oh, he used to be. I don't know. I think he used to be on. I haven't watched basketball in a while, but I know Boston just won.
I can't recognize his silhouette from here. I'm getting my eyes open. But anyway, yes. But no, that was a what was it, like 40,000 black folks screaming A minor.
Listen, wop, 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 wop. The man that did the video, like he made sure to hit each angle. Wop, 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 wop. Then there was, if you know, on she used to call me on my cell phone, and there's like a view of if you go there's a I guess they did like a side to side of Drake doing this in the video with a red hoodie and some jeans in that song. Man, he started doing it because he had on a red hoodie and some jeans. Kendrick Lamar to the same song, but
you know,
man, I just, this was Black Joy on Juneteenth in Compton, a city where
you know,
Drake has tried to claim as his own as well, because
Drake is and I like some of Drake's lyrics.
I like Drake's music. Let's be for real. I love his music.
He's a culture vulture. He goes, you know, black ethnicity by black, just like he. Next thing you know, he's gonna sound like he's from Jamaica. Next thing you know, has he done Haiti yet? Like he goes nation by nation and co-ops blackness. And no disrespect to Drake, but because Kendrick did plenty of that. But I think it's a really good time in America to really just go ahead and say that there's black. You know what simulacrum is? Like an artificial sweetener.
I said no.
Right. So
aspartame? Like
aspartame versus sugar.
Because I know aspartame.
Yes. Drake is Splenda. Kendrick Lamar, I'm not going to finish that sentence because it's just, but Kendrick Lamar is like the real, you know.
So Kendrick Lamar's brown sugar?
Would be the sugar, would be like the brown sugar. I just didn't want to say it as a complete sentence because
because I'll say it. Brown sugar is the best, but you know, cane sugar.
I'm saying, the point is like we have like fake sweetener blackness out there all over the place. MAGA black, blacks for Trump. That church, matter of fact, the church that they went to last week and they said it was all black folks, but it was really a church full of white folks. And turns out that the pastor is in a lawsuit because he stole the church from the actual black members. Yes, that church, right? That's the artificial sweetener. They're trying to fool America and thinking that this MAGA white supremacist sweet tea is really sweet tea, and they got fake blackness in it, y'all.
They are.
I don't think MAGA is Drake and Drake is MAGA, but as it pertains to hip hop, yeah, Kendrick Lamar set the record straight.
He did what he had to do, and him playing the song back to back 6 times and people still there literally listening to it, enjoying it. Let's be for real. If people did not love Kendrick Lamar in Compton, then it would have never been that. That's Kendrick Lamar went home to the city of Compton, where hip hop does have a very special history. And he brought everybody out. And that was it. I think that was just on Juneteenth. That's what people need to say. We are taking back.
And you know what, Rebecca, one last detail, because I want to make sure.
Please do.
Because it's not about the fact that like Drake is half black. And it's certainly, and thank you for, because you set the stage. It certainly isn't about the diaspora wars, right? Who's black and who's not. It really does come down to about your true representation of what the black community is. Like, what are you projecting outward? What are you show? What are you telling America blackness is about? And in so many cases on that side of the equation, they're telling the very worst story of blackness and trying to get everybody to say, hey, look, this is what the black community is. So anyway, no more time to don't worry about changing your battery, Rebecca. You want to go ahead and get out of here?
My battery because I have a last word.
Oh, you got a last word? Okay. Well, I'm just.
Anyways, my last word is it wasn't going to be pertaining to this. We've talked about blackness as we should. It is the weekend of Juneteenth. And so there was going to be no other show, no other type of show that we were going to definitely. This is a black show. If y'all don't know, this is for us and this is by us, like it or not, right here with Rebecca or featuring other people. Benjamin P. Dixon and our beloved DJ Bubba. But if you're here this long, that means that you like what you're watching. That means that you enjoy it. So head over to patreon.com/like it or not. Patreon.com/like it or not is right here at the bottom of the screen. And what you see on the screen right now is how you can give to your host. Your girl is working here, but not in the corporate world anymore. I'm free. They let me go. So that means I need some income. I need some income to stay with you guys. Please, if you can, Becca's Voice on Cash App. I get it immediately. I can pay some bills. I can be here with you guys. This programming is set to come out my account in a few days to pay for this StreamYard. It's coming out of my account soon. So if you can, send your girl a coin so we can keep it here next Saturday and I can see y'all. So that is on Becca's Voice on Cash App if you feel inclined, okay? It's also Juneteenth. Tip your black host. If not nothing for who? Make sure everybody's information is on the screen here. We do have a white producer, and the only reason that you would tip him is because it was his birthday that day, okay? But it was Juneteenth. Tip your black host. Tip your black host. For us and by us, you guys. Listen, I love you guys so much, and please stay tuned. We have a lot more of Like It or Not Forever coming up. It is once again Black Men's Health Awareness Month, and it's not Black men's. But I will say, I love the Black man. I love men. I love Pride Month. Thank you for sharing your coming out stories. I love that segment this morning. Please keep sending them in. For whatever month this is, I need you guys to send some stuff in. We want to talk to you guys. We want to put that stuff out there. We want to read your letters or whatever the cases may be. Do that. We want to do that.
Can I cut you off real quick? This show is funny as hell. Y'all need to find y'all favorite moments and reshare them because Rebecca be doing her thing and like this is a next level show. It's just waiting for its audience to find it, and you all can help by sharing, liking, and subscribing, and cut your little favorite segment and put it on social media because it'd be rocking from top to bottom. Do a great job.
Yes. Please do. And I love that. Just like Ben said, like, share, subscribe. That also helps. Push us in the algorithm. Below, you're going to see right now, like it or not show at gmail.com. That's where you can send your stories, whether it's your Pride Month story, a story about men's health awareness, mental health awareness, a story about Indigenous Peoples Month, a story about Caribbeans Heritage Month, whatever it looks like. I want to hear about it. This month is that. And we know we have viewers from all across the world who are Black, in between, all the others, clear, who are allies. We love you guys and we mean that with everything in us. So send us your stories, send us some things that we can read. And so we're only going to read the good ones because we get to filter out. Okay. And we'll do more of that on next episode, next Saturday, but I don't want to hold you guys. I love you guys. Our producer has to go. He is celebrating a birthday. And we don't want to hold him on the weekend of Juneteenth.
Happy birthday, David.
on the weekend of Juneteenth.
White people,
but I love you.
White people always making about themselves.
They always make it about
we didn't even
them.
have Juneteenth without
We
Dave
can't
having
even have Juneteenth without having to celebrate a white man. No, thank you so much, David. We love you. We mean that. I know we give you hell of flack about it, but I hope that you had a beautiful day. I don't know how old you turned. I know that you are bald, so I want to put that. I'm 37 years old. Oh my gosh, I didn't take you for 37.
Wow.
Yeah, he's 37. That's crazy.
Yeah, y'all just about the same. Y'all were in high school at the same time.
I'm 34. I just turned 34 yet.
It was
like
literally
like a few weeks back.
That kind of guy.
I don't know.
Because you about to call him old. I'm about to say, hold on.
No. I wasn't. I said I didn't take him for that. He's still in his 30s. I'm 34. I'm not old. I'm actually in my prime. This is
old up here at 44.
And real quick, look, and real quick about this. In our 30s, we do feel it's giving 20s. I felt my sexiest. I've never felt as this.
Your ankles start hurting in your 40s.
And actually, you know what's crazy? I look so much better. I'm much healthier, like just in this time. It's really good. Like, look at these. Look at this. Look at this. Are you guys looking?
Oh, guns.
This is crazy.
Wow.
Your girl be outside, but working out. But I'll say this for any this conversation that's happening online, we will talk about it next Saturday, and I will remember the popping the balloon thing and this whole conversation about people making women feel like in your 30s you are disposable goods. This is not even Kevin Samuel speaking from beyond the grave. This is actual conversations that are happening for women to be made to feel like they're old in their 30s, where they're disposable, and men to be made to feel like if you're not at a certain stature by your 30s, you're nothing. And so that conversation needs to really, please, because Janet Jackson had her baby late in life. Kelly Rowland found love, and we look at Sierra. We're looking at Ashanti right now, whose love life did a turn after 10 years, went back to the man that she fell in love with, and now she's pregnant at 43. So a lot of what people have and this notion and this thing that men want to put on women and women accept it and men accept it, don't accept that. Do not accept that box that they're trying to put you in. 30s are pretty young. Ooh. And enjoy yourself. Whether you're married now or you're not married, please live the life the way that God intended for you to live it, not the way that social media is trying to put you in a box to live it. There's a section for, if this section on the internet ain't working for you, there's a section on the internet that may. Please, y'all, please. I love y'all. Mean it. Hey, Jada. I'll see you guys on next weekend, next Saturday. And, love you, mean it. That's all I got. I'll see y'all. Bye. Here is not going to stop when it comes to these type of discussions. It's going to be for us and by us here on this platform when the media is telling us to look the other way. Your support is what helps us move forward. Join patreon.com/like it or not. Help us grow.
Like it or not, y'all. 2023. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for like it or not. Let's start this damn show. Yes, it's time for like it or not. With Rebecca Azor. Let's start this damn show like it or not. Rebecca Azor is in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, or real life ish.